Tottenham freaking Hotspurs. Oh my goodness me. They have managed to actually win a trophy for the first time in 17 years. Now, how exactly did they manage to pull that off? Now, I think where we should start is with that little stat over here called possession. I don't even know if you've noticed, but Ange in this game only had about 27% possession of the ball, which is very unlike, Ange Postecoglou and how he likes to play. We know he generally likes to play a more attacking, high risk type of style. That's obviously what people have been making fun of him for, but he went very pragmatic in this game. And if you contrast the first and second half, you kind of see this even more. Like in the first half, the possession stat, while still lopsided towards Man United, was still at around like 36%. But then you go into that second half, and they fully shut up shop. They were completely looking to just defend the lead that they had gotten, as opposed to trying to build upon it or take any unnecessary risks. So Ange showed a really good um, adaptation that he hadn't really been known to do throughout, throughout his entire tenure at Tottenham. You can kind of see here the kind of passive shape that Tottenham take up as United are trying to, build up, because usually Tottenham are usually more aggressive than they were. Like you would usually expect to see a more aggressive engagement in terms of, them trying to really close down the players on the ball. Um, as you can see here, even here, there's three Man United players and only one Tottenham player to press them, because it was just more about stopping United's progression as opposed to really trying to force turnovers. And you can see that again, Tottenham just forcing them to circulate the ball. And again, this has been an issue for United this entire season, is just that inability to really build up properly and play through their opposition. And Tottenham, knowing that, decides to kind of just let them hang themselves with the rope, so to speak, as opposed to giving them any opportunities to create advantages by possibly playing through their press. And one last thing I wanted to note about Tottenham's approaches, this is actually not the first time that they've done this. So you see here in the second leg of the Frankfurt game, they score around the same time, just towards the end of the first half. And if you contrast again, like their possession stats in the first half, they actually had more possession of the ball. So it was more of like a back to even game in terms of, both teams controlling the ball. Whereas you go into the second half and you see that Tottenham went all the way down to 27%. So, Ange has shown that type of adaptability before, which I guess would also lend some credence to him talking about how much he prioritized this competition compared to the Premier League. So now that we've talked about Ange, just talk a little bit about Amarin and where I think he messed up today. I think specifically where he messed up today was going with specifically with his starting lineup. I wasn't a big fan of not putting Bruno at one of the tens, starting Mason Mount, starting Hoyland, starting Luke Shaw at center back, and then Mazzarari at fullback, or at wing back, sorry. I thought all of these things contributed to why Man United were so flat for most of this game. I thought Shaw, he didn't really do a good job of making any progressive passes to really keep the ball going forward. Mason Mount, I thought while he pressed well, he didn't offer much in terms of actually creating chances or dribbling with the ball. Um, Mazzarari couldn't beat a single Tottenham player and would often leave Ahmad isolated on the wings by himself, didn't offer any overlaps or offer any kind of advantage. Even when, the Tottenham players would double up on Ahmad at times, he wouldn't exactly take advantage of the free space Tottenham offered to him. And then with the Bruno thing, obviously he gave away the ball that led to Tottenham's first goal. But even outside of that, I just think when you have your most creative player playing in a deeper role, you're hindering the team and you're limiting, the full potential of the team. And I do think that, especially in a game like this, I know that Xerxes was hurt from what I heard, or just came back from injury. But I really thought him and Garnacho were actually positive additions when they came on, and I was surprised to see that they didn't start the game, which I thought would have been a better option. But ultimately, congratulations to Tottenham. They finally won a freaking trophy. Um, and we'll see where this win takes them from this point forward. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you would want to see. And more importantly of all, remember to have a good day.